guys, video of the day number 3. So, for this third video, all in one day, the first video was about how I plan rituals or spells. The video that I just did was on my element and how I use it in witchcraft. If you guys would like to see those videos, please do check back in the channel. They will have already been uploaded before this video. I have a lot of editing to do. But anyways, this video I'm going to do it on, since we were talking about the elements last video, I will be doing it on how to represent the elements in a ritual or spell. So it's kind of bringing together the first 2 videos of how I plan out a spell or ritual and my element and how I use it in witchcraft. So now we will be talking about how to represent elements in witchcraft or in a spell or a ritual. Because why not? Maybe some people don't know this. Maybe I'll give some people some ideas about it. Who knows? Maybe I'll just be a hot mess this entire video. Who knows? All I know is my anxiety candle is not working too well. But yeah. Candles. Anyways, talking about obviously the rituals and spells. If you do a large ritual, at least for me, I started last month or so to bring the elements into a ritual. If you need a little bit of oomph for a ritual, you can call on maybe Mother Earth, the earth element, the water element, fire, spirit, stuff like that. You can call on an element or maybe all the elements to help fuel that spell. So I will be talking about how to show the element or interpret the element in a spell or ritual. Starting off with air. Air is a very free-flowing sign, kind of like water. It is very destructive, yet new beginnings, also like water. Air for me reminds me of feathers, incense, leaves, even though Mother Nature also has leaves, because obviously it's earth, but it makes me think of leaves because of, you know, the falling of the leaves off the tree and how the wind controls them and everything. So if I'm doing a spell or ritual, oftentimes if I want to represent air, I'll use incense, leaves, or a feather. If I am doing earth, because earth is very grounding, it is very stable, you can use things such as maybe, you know, it might sound weird, but maybe you could use a brick, because a brick is materials made obviously by man, but all the materials came from earth, and that's where the bricks are from, and it stabilizes you. You build a house out of bricks, you know, or maybe wood. You can use wood because it's from Mother Earth. Bricks are from Mother Earth, and all of it just protects you and gives you shelter and all that. So I know it might sound weird, but you can use bricks, you can use stones, you could use sand, gravel, you could use leaves, you could use plants. There's endless possibilities to earth. So, yeah. I'd probably recommend maybe a rock or leaves, or maybe like some dirt. I don't really resonate with earth a lot. I know our magic comes from Mother Earth and everything, and I'm very thankful for that. It's just I don't do bugs. I'm not a big earthy kind of person. I do enjoy plants, but it's just who I am. I really enjoy the fire element, the water, and the air element. Talking about water. Obviously, for the water element, the first thing that comes to mind is water. Maybe seawater, lake water, maybe spring water. But you can also use maybe different types of substances, maybe wine, because obviously, even though wine is made up of grapes and stuff like that, it still contains water. So you can use different substances to fill in for the element of water. You could maybe use sand, because sand is within water and lakes and all that. You could use maybe a paper boat, because what does boats float on? What do boats float on? Water. You could have a chalice of water. It's just, something that you really have to think about, and something you connect well to water. For me, I'd probably have a cup of water, because it's just that simple. Water is a difficult element to convey in a ritual. Maybe you will find a certain crystal that resonates with water. Maybe you'll find a blue crystal that you think is pretty. Maybe it resonates with water. When you're in water, you put that energy into that crystal. You think of water every time you hold that crystal. Maybe, you'll use that crystal to represent water in that ritual. For fire, there's a lot as well. Fire is basically like Mother Earth when it comes to representation. Obviously, you have fire, candles, matches, incense, because, the fire that you light the incense, you can have a lighter, you can have matches. There is all kinds of things for incense, or fire. Sorry, I'm paying attention to something else. You could use wood, because you have to have stable wood, dry wood, to light a fire. My voice. You have to have stable, dry wood to light a fire, and you have to be able to do that to light it. Obviously, you can use things to build a fire, to represent the fire, twigs, leaves, sticks, stuff like that. You could use kindle, matches, stuff like that. You could use the ash from, maybe a special tree. That way you could connect it with Mother Nature and with fire. Maybe if you're doing a ritual with both Mother Nature and fire, bringing the destruction and the earth kind of signs to it, you could maybe take a certain type of tree ash. Say you connect well with birch. I was going to say rowan trees, but I don't think that's a tree. I don't know. Say you connect with redwood, because I love redwood. Maybe you'll get some redwood ash from a tree. This way, obviously, it's the fire that burnt down the tree, and you get the ash left over, but it was the tree which was burnt down, which was Mother Nature. So, yeah, that's my little rant about it. Obviously, there are tons of other things that you can use, incense, etc. You may not even need to use those things. Maybe you can just pump those feelings of water, fire, earth, and air into rocks. Get a random rock, think of water, what it feels like to be in water, the coldness, etc. And you can put that energy into this object, this rock, and you can use that to display the representation of the element. That's one way you could do it for people who can't buy, candles, incense, all that. Excuse me. But, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you like the little tips and ideas and tricks I gave you guys. If you have any down below, let me know. Bye, guys.